Every kingdom divided against itself will be laid waste, and house will fall against house. And if Satan is divided against himself, how will his kingdom stand? In the common vernacular, this saying or idiom is paraphrased and repeated due to its use by Abraham Lincoln in a speech accepting the Illinois Republican Party's nomination to be their candidate to the U.S. Senate. Here is the excerpt of Lincoln's speech from 16 June 1858. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I believe this government cannot endure permanently, half slave and half free. I do not expect the union to be dissolved. I do not expect the house to fall. But I do expect it will cease to be divided. It will become all one thing or all the other. Either the opponents of slavery will arrest the further spread of it, or place it where the public mind shall rest in the belief that it is in the course of ultimate extinction, or its advocates will push it forward till it shall become the lawful in all the states, old as well as new, north as well as south. In a way, Lincoln was discussing the removal of demons from the body, and Satan as well as the Lord was. For Lincoln was prophesying publicly that the country as a whole would choose to end slavery. Very demonic. While his opponent, Frederick Douglass, believed that each community would decide for itself whether it should be the evil slavery and the morality issues should be decided community by community, not state by state. Lincoln believed that the country should decide the basic morality issues for the country, that the country should have basic values for all, just like in the Bible we have the commandments for all people, not this church has these values, that church has those values, this community does this, that community does that, this community does these. We all needed to have basic values that we all shared so that we all could stand together. I know that the issues of slavery and that the politics of 150 years ago do not sound like faith issues of today. But when you look at the politics and the leaders of today, you can see that they are. Our leaders of today are doing very immoral things. They are not faith leaders. For our leaders of today, our country's leaders, are not faith leaders. They have no faith. They are evil. They are leaders of the evil one. And you can see that by their actions. You can see that none of them are Christian. They will proclaim it, but by their actions, there is no faith there. Look at yesterday's lesson and there's a disconnect between their words and their actions. Their actions do not show any Christian values. If they do not have consistent words and values, they are not Christian. That's how you can show the Christian. That's how I know you are Christian. Because you show your Christian values in your everyday life. You show how you are Christian with your charity. You show that you are Christian in how you are not judgmental. You show how you are Christian in how you act every day. Not this. You don't associate yourselves with despots and with autocrats who enslave people, who starve their people, who murder their people. That is not a Christian. You don't do that just because it's the political thing or because it's good business. No, that is not Christian. No Christian leader does that. No smart political or smart businessman does that either. So let us today pray for our country. Let us pray for the children our leaders have killed in Yemen, in Syria. Let us pray for the children on the southern border that our leaders have forced into adoption in the United States. Please, Lord, let those who harm children pay in this life and throughout eternity.